Two Russian soldiers escorted into a secure Kremlin compound after an ordeal linked to the war in Ukraine. Moscow. Two Russian soldiers who fought in the war between Russia and Ukraine were seen this week arriving at a tightly secured government compound in Moscow, where they were formally greeted by members of Russia's Presidential Security Service, according to images circulating from the scene and sources familiar with the protocol. According to consistent testimonies, the two men had recently taken part in combat related to the conflict in Ukraine. During their return, they were reportedly humiliated by some of their own fellow soldiers, for reasons that remain unclear at this stage. Witnesses specifically mentioned insults and degrading acts, including having dirty water splashed on them as they were traveling on foot. The exact circumstances that forced them to continue their journey on foot remain unclear. However, several sources indicate that they appeared exhausted, hungry, and physically weakened, walking long distances under difficult conditions. Their condition reflected severe fatigue accumulated after weeks, or even months, of tension linked to the fighting. During their journey, the two soldiers reportedly found unexpected support in a nearby village, where an elderly woman is said to have offered them food and water, a humanitarian gesture that, according to observers, enabled them to continue on their way. Despite their condition, the two men reportedly expressed a clear determination to reach Moscow and, more specifically, the Kremlin. They are said to have covered a large part of the journey on foot before obtaining transportation at one point, allowing them to complete the remainder of the trip to the capital. This assistance reportedly marked a decisive turning point in their journey, bringing them closer to their final objective. Upon their arrival in Moscow, the two soldiers were taken to a controlled access point at the Kremlin, where they were received by uniformed guards associated with President Vladimir Putin's security detail. The guards maintained disciplined formations and a professional posture, indicating an authorized and prearranged arrival. Security personnel acknowledged the visitors with restrained gestures, brief nods and discreet signals, typical of high-level access procedures within presidential facilities. The exchange unfolded without apparent tension, suggesting that the necessary clearances had been granted in advance. Observers noted that the two men appeared calm but visibly worn, responding respectfully to instructions as they were escorted deeper into the compound, where a meeting with President Vladimir Putin reportedly took place, according to sources close to the matter. The Kremlin has not issued any official statement regarding the identity of the soldiers or the exact nature of the meeting. As is often the case, interactions involving presidential security and soldiers returning from the front are conducted with the utmost discretion, particularly when they concern sensitive issues related to the ongoing conflict. Analysts believe this episode highlights internal tensions, the human toll of the conflict, and the importance placed by the Russian authorities on information control and the direct management of certain sensitive situations, amid an increasingly unstable geopolitical context.